Well, folks, I think we're really in for a treat today on this particular episode, as we're going to take a look at a Kelty pack that's kind of a crossover between a heavy-duty military assault pack and like a hiking day pack. I'm also really looking forward to this video because there's almost no real info or videos on this particular pack. Today we're going to be looking at the Kelty Peregrine 29, or also known as the Peregrine 1800. Folks, I've had a chance to really get a feel for this pack, load it out, take it out on several hiking trips, and really get a feel for the pros and the cons of this bag. So today I'm really looking forward to walking you through what this pack has to offer. And I think for a lot of you, this is gonna hit that sweet spot between being a very durable pack, but not being overly built. You know, that's usually the problem. The assault packs are really tough and durable, but they're really overbuilt for the average Joe, and they are designed purely for military use. But then some of those just lightweight day packs are just too lightweight and a little too flimsy. So that's where I believe this Kelty Peregrine 29 or 1800 kind of has a perfect sweet spot. We're gonna look at that, pros and cons on the design today. So let's go ahead, take a look. So we'll start off by hitting some specs here on the bag. Again, this goes by the Peregrine 1800 or 29, 1800 cubic inches or 29 liters. That's what those stand for, and that's the size of the pack in its volume. Now the packs empty weigh 2 pounds 1 ounce, which is a great, rather lightweight for this style of pack. I mean, most full assault packs you're looking at over 3 pounds, so that's really nice that they've cut down on that weight. This is going to be made out of a combination of 500 denier and 1000 denier Cadora nylon. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. The top part of the bag is 500, the bottom they made 1000 to toughen it up and give it extra durability. Now the height from top to bottom on the bag is going to be 18.5 inches. The width from side to side is 14.5, and then the height or depth of it from front to back is going to be 12.5 inches. Then they have just the two colors. You got coyote tan or you got black. Now I'm going to be rolling in a bunch of shots, and you'll see in the background we actually have a mil-spec Monkey in collaboration with Tactical Tailor, similar styled assault pack. It's very similar. It's a little bit smaller in the overall dimensions, but it has that kind of same vein of being that military style lightweight assault pack. And we're going to kind of compare and contrast here as we go through this. The first thing is the back. The back panel that rides against your body on the Kelties is awesome. It kind of has this upside down Y ventilation track that lets a little bit of airflow. It's got really nice mesh and it's very comfortable along your back. Now, you know, ventilation systems on backpacks, they all are gonna sweat. It's just a matter of kind of comfortability and how long it takes you to sweat. I love the fact that this is extremely comfortable on your back. It's not rigid, and it does give you that mesh that does help with some breathability, so at least the air flows through there and it's not super dank and really absorbs tons of sweat like this mil-spec Monkey in collaboration with Tactical Tailor does. There's no breathability, there's really no comfortability. It's just kind of a cloth backing with a piece of foam that they've gone around, and there's no real track there for any sort of airflow, and it really absorbs the sweat and gets kind of dank pretty quick when you're carrying the bag and just isn't as comfortable on your back as this Kelty. The other aspect are the shoulder pads. These shoulder pads that are attached for the straps are amazing, and some of the thickest, most comfortable shoulder pads I've ever seen. Where the mil-spec Monkey Tactical Tailor pack is 0.15 on the thickness, the shoulder straps on the Kelty are 0.55. Huge, mind-blowing difference. Have that same breathable material and are super thick, so you can carry a lot more weight for a longer period of time without it really starting to dig into your body, and it just feels like you have a a more cushion between you and your load. So I love that aspect, and that really makes this pack stand out from the crowd compared to a lot of the other assault pack styles that are out there from other companies. Now there is a belly strap that is there. You know, I don't really use it just because of the size of my body. Maybe if I was really running and gunning and rolling and, you know, diving with this pack on, I would probably use it just to kind of keep it on me and keep it from kind of riding up on my back. But for average trekking, I just don't really use it. Doesn't really do a lot for me. If the pack was longer, and we'll talk about that in a moment, that would be a little bit better, and I would have been able to utilize that strap a little bit better. It is removable. You can totally unfeed it if you wish, and that will totally eliminate it. You just throw it in the pack if you want to. But something I want to also stress, though, with not only the belly strap, but the sternum strap, and the sternum strap as well has great tracks. I can really adjust it, put it to where I want. But the clips, the clips and the stitching are fantastic. They're not flimsy. They've really done good box weaves, and the clips are thicker and more dense than most of Kelty's other packs that are out there. So they're more durable. They're not going to crack or snap or break under hard use as easily as, say, maybe like the Red Wing series that I have a couple of their packs in. That those are good, there's nothing wrong with them, but if you really want some durability, those clips can be a little flimsy and are just a little thinner. These are thicker and heavier duty, and I like that aspect of the overall design of this Peregrine pack. So what I love about the bottom of the pack is that not only did they do 1,000 denier nylon versus the 500 that the rest of the pack is, so it gives you some extra durability, but they've given you these slots down here that are really nice weaved rubber, really sewn in well, that act as an attachment. So you could either do MOLLE attachment packs back here, you could use like Night Eyes gear ties and wrap like a tarp, you could do lots of different lashing points. I love it when packs, particularly in this size range, offer a secondary attachment on the bottom. Just gives more capability, and this bag offers that. They got really strong compression straps on either side that are not only going to give you the capability to really cinch that down, bring that gear and that weight of the pack up against your back, but will also be able to stabilize other gear items that we'll see here today and that may be attached to the side of the bag. So I really like that aspect that they give you the good compression straps. Now I love the fact that it has water bottle pouches on the outside of the bag. A lot of these tactical packs in this kind of style don't offer that, and I believe it's a big downfall. So other companies need to take note of what Kelty is doing here. They give you this really nice mesh pocket. You can see here I have a 32-ounce Nalgene, a steel cup so I could boil water, and it's a nice little bungee. And the compression strap up here I can run through so that even if the pack was turned upside down, the water bottle won't come out of the pouch. And then you can do all sorts of other things like that. This over here, I've put a full-size individual medical kit. You know, it'll easily fit a military style GI canteen and the cook setup for that. So lots of options on these mesh pockets on either side. Now there is this really nice daisy chain all the way down with this extra large loop. Right here, this has been stitched very well, very strong, durable, so you could attach carabiners, you could put an ice axe, you could put a small camp axe or hatchet, you could do like a breaching tomahawk, whatever you would want, you can flip it through there and attach it up the back spine there. So lots of different lashing options down the back panel. Now I love this kind of angled zipper pouch. This is the most external pocket. It's basically the size of this whole back dimension here. But you just zip that open and it's just a dump pouch, but I have a full-size Leatherman. I have a full-size fixed blade, military style, Gerber strong arm, love that knife. And then I also have a Bahco Laplander saw. So, and I could have gotten a lot more stuff in there. It's a very deep, large pocket right there that you can store your gear. Now to the admin pouch. This is where all the organization happens. We have a dual run zippers right here. Run basically to a clamshell almost design here. As you can see, opens up real nice and wide. Now on this back face area, this is a very large kind of dump pocket. I have some flashlights in there, but you could easily set like 2 sets of sunglasses in there. It's felt lined, so, or excuse me, fleece lined, so it feels very comfortable, very soft, so it's not going to scratch lenses, it's not going to scratch you know, your smartphone, you know, whatever you may want to put back in there, GPS, anything with lenses or sunglasses, you could just put them in there, and it just has a little Velcro tab to close it back up, and it's going to keep it nice and safe from scratches. So that's a really cool feature that a lot of packs wouldn't even think about, and this one does. Now as you can see, this is very deep, goes all the way deep down in here. I have a fire kit and some other materials down in there, and then organization all along the back side here. So as you can see, lots of organization, wider sleeves, pen sleeves, a little mesh pocket, a key ring holder, and then some other organizational slits, and then a very large sleeve that goes the whole length down the back side, giving you the opportunity to really organize the heck out of this pack, and you don't have a ton of stuff just bouncing around inside there. And I love that aspect of this bag. Now the price is super reasonable on this bag. Now I'll have a link to Amazon below. That's where I picked up both the black and tan one. But because it's so difficult, to find, hunt around. Maybe you can find it on maybe a website, that's kind of floated under the radar as well, and that you could pick up for a reasonable price. But I picked up both the black and the tan for under $100. They float between about $80 and $100 is your average going rate, which is a screaming deal for the organization, the durability, and just the quality of the pack that we're getting here. Under $100, you can't ask for a better price point. Now the main compartment is really large. Got those two huge YKK zippers with the paracord pulls. And you can see there's just a big dump pocket, but you're going to be able to get a lot of gear in there. And it basically go 3/4 of the way past even your compression straps here down to the water bottle pouches. So you're able to really get in there. You're not fighting with the bag to try and see what's in there, but you can get jackets, you can get gear of all kinds. You could really, deck this out. And this is basically my get home bag for about a 2 or 3 day stint. I could live out of this if I had to, and carries all the gear that I would need in this main dump compartment. So they give you this really large neoprene window right here that already has a little cross section cut out of it. That's for your bladders and for the hoses of your bladder. So it's easy to feed through there and into the main compartment. And because it's neoprene, if you do have a wider nozzle or mouth, you can slice it open a little bit more to make it an easier feed. But this is just going to feed right into, as you can see over here, into the main compartment. And a few things we'll see here. I'm going to kind of fold this compartment open. There is the hole for the hose that we just looked at. And then they give you these two paracord attachments here to evenly distribute and hook onto your bladder. This is your bladder sleeve, and this will easily hold basically any size, from 100 ounces down in size on your water bladders, which is great, and easily, it's not only to be able to remove, but also to attach. And with that, I also want to talk about the frame. You can see that there's this wire hoop right here. So this is a semi-rigid frame. It is not removable. It's sewn in there, but you're going to give that kind of rigid feel to the pack that you might be looking for, and it's not, just flimsy and collapsible. So I like to see that rigid frame in there as well as all the features for attaching your water bladder. All right, now for our 2 for 2. What are the two things that are kind of I would like to see different? What are the two things that really make this stand out from the crowd in the world of packs? We'll talk about the two down sides first. For me, I'm always looking for kind of this perfect pack. Now, this is a great pack. I love this pack, but it has no MOLLE or PALS webbing anywhere to attach extra pouches, medical kits, magazine pouches, and it is designed as a tactical bag, for military use, if that's what you're looking for, and it's designed. It just has that daisy chain along the back. So it would have been great to see 1 or 2 small little panels of MOLLE compatibility so I could attach some of those things that I use on a regular basis. That would have been awesome to see. The other thing is more of just kind of like a size body type. I'm a pretty big guy with a pretty large torso. So at 18.5 inches overall height, it's good and it gets the job done for a day pack, but I'm always looking for packs that are really, for me, in the sweet spot of about 20 inches of height for the torso. So this gets the job done, but man, if this had like 2 more inches on it, that would have been phenomenal. I would have been able to use that belly strap a little bit more efficiently and really made the pack ride even better on my rather large, long torsoed body. So those are the two things I would have liked to see a little bit different. The two things for me that really make this pack stand out from the crowd is the comfortability and durability. It's so comfortable with those really thick shoulder pads that we talked about, the little bit of airflow, the mesh on the back, and just how they have designed the pack is very comfortable for an assault pack design to fit and, to be carried on your body, but I'm not losing any durability with the stronger clips, and with the 500 denier Cadora nylon and 1000 denier on the bottom, really is that great balance of comfortability and toughness that you may not get with some of those backpack style backpacks that are ultra light with really thin, flimsy clips, and they're like 210 denier, you know, ripstop nylon. Yeah, they're really lightweight, but they're really flimsy and you can't beat on them at all without breaking them. So I love the durability to comfortability ratio on this pack. The second thing is price. At under $100 for this pack, I believe is a screaming deal, and I just love that you can pick it up for that. You're getting all the capability, you're getting the durability, and you're getting it from a well-known company that knows what they're doing, Kelty. So I love those two aspects, and that's what really makes this pack stand out from the crowd. So folks, there you have it today. I really hope that this video has helped you out, shown you a pack that I only recently have really seen, and after having used it, super stoked on it. As I've said, it is now my go-to go bag that you'll be seeing in the future as we do a get home bag video. This is going in my trunk, it's going in my wife's trunk with all of our gear. We have two. And then I believe I'm going to be picking up a third one just as a day pack because of how much I love how it rides, the organization, and the quality and durability that this design has compared to a lot of my other packs. It makes it definitely stand out from the crowd. So hopefully this video has shown you what the Peregrine 29 or 1800 can do for you. As always, thank you so much for checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. And as always, remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.